two-step authentication, and what we're going to do is talk about the two parts to it. One is setting it up, and two is using it. I'm going to show you step 2 first because I want you to see the different options you have for two-step authentication prior to you actually having to authenticate, so you can see what they are before you make the selection. So as I go into my account, I enter my email address, and then it's going to ask me, of course, for my password. And then it's going to say, hey, here's your preferred method. You insert your security key. Most of you don't have a security key, so you'll notice down here at the bottom, there's try another way to log in. So I have options here. I get a code from an app on my phone. I can have a text message sent, or I can enter one of my 8-digit backup codes, and these are codes that you print off and carry with you. So I want to show you this Google Authenticator app. It's just an app you download on your phone. It's on iOS or on Android. So down at the bottom row, you'll see I have that Authenticator in the big G. I press that, and it opens it up. And then my codes for all the accounts that I have access to, it gives you an access code. And the codes are only good for about 60 seconds. Once those codes turn red, that means you have very little time. So I would go in, and now I could enter that 877029, but again, it's only good for 60 seconds. So I have to have my phone with me, but it's a very good way to do that. The second option I can say is, nope, send me a text message with an authentication code to get into my account. So I'm going to say, go ahead and make sure that that's my number. It ends in 19. Yes, my number ends in 19. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that, and you'll see on my phone, it'll pop up with a verification code, G979481. And that's only good for a certain amount of time. And so, again, I would enter that 1987, whatever it is here, and say done. So if that's what I want to do, the last is the 8-digit backup codes, and they're on paper. But those are the different ways you can do this. So an app on your phone, a text message, a sheet of paper, a security key. There is one other methodology that if you have an Android phone you can use, but we're not going to talk about that one because I don't have an Android phone. So next section of this, we're going to talk about how to set up two-step authentication. Okay, so the first step, two-step authentication, is actually turning it on. Once you're inside of your email, if you go up to the icon in the top right-hand side that is your name, could be your picture, it could be the letter that represents you. Once you click on that, you go to My Account. You click into here, and then there's a Sign In and Security section, and you go ahead and click on the Signing Into Google. Now you'll notice there's a section called Two-Step Verification. It is off, and you're going to want to turn that on, and we're going to say Get Started. So the first thing it's going to ask is you to re-enter your password. Once I'm signed in, I can set up my phone. I can set up a phone number, and I can say give it a text message. I can say a phone call. I'm going to say try it with a text message. And I should get a text message on my phone, which I did. 468079. And I say next. And it says, great, it worked. Do you want to turn this on, two-step verification? I go and say, yes, go ahead and turn it on for this account. So voila, it goes. Now, I can set up a second alternative, backup codes. You're going to want to turn this one on. This will generate codes that you can print and have. You can have Google Prompt, which is on your phone. That's the one I didn't talk about. You can have an Authenticator app that I talked about, and the security key. So those are the different ones that I would prefer you use. Have backup codes, Authenticator app, the Google Prompt, or the security key if you have one. And that is all you need to do to set that up. And now, a bit of a pain, but what's really nice is once you've logged in using two-step verification, all you have to do is click a box that says remember this computer for 30 days, and you won't have to do that again for 30 days. So it's not like you have to do that every time you log in. It's just every time you log in on a new device or after 30 days when it's been forgotten. And so we're good at that point. Hope that helps, and thank you very much.